collect a kill off the back of that. He's forced to take a couple of fights here. He's interested in trying to take a couple of bits of aggression, but now look at this. Fasher clearing out all of upper tons, and he's not going to take a shot. He's just going to get nice and close. Oh, yeah, this has to be.
No.
Oh.
Come on, man. You got two players behind you. Take the knife. Whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You'll take that opening pick, and they've still got all this info on the long aggression coming through. Both smokes now fly out, but the flash is responded upon, and even a team kill comes through on Flatro. Friendly fire, my friend. Finally looking for a trade, but it's just too far too late. All of a sudden, 3 gone in a 1v3, and he's caught reloading. ECSTATIC started in these eco/force spy rounds, but maybe a bit ahead of the pack now. I mean, look, it's already got a pretty good crossfire held up. Yeah, flash comes through, and no kills come off the back of it, at least for the people throwing it in. And now it looks like it might just be a feeding frenzy. Sure, you've given Regon one, but
oh my god,
never mind. Cool, awesome, sweet. This is maybe why they're so scary on these rounds, because they can just pull stuff like this out of the hat.
This is exactly what they do best.
Oh. No way, dude. Manx in a 1-on-2, and there's plenty of rifles for them to pick up. The biggest problem is the fact that they have armor. Aim punch isn't going to be a big deal for them. You've got Manx scaling up catwalk, and the bomb still needs to be picked up, but GXX could single-handedly put this round to an end, and it looks like he's staring at this angle.
I guess we have catwalk here. There's potential, but now he's flashed off the line, and he has to get himself in towards CT spawn. Bomb still yet to cross towards the long. He's able to isolate that first fight, but he's just going to win it straight up.
They bought out all this time. ECSTATIC, this is another thing they're really good at doing. But Tella, what can he be good at doing on catwalk? Because he's got the perfect weapon to counter this play. One player about to swing in. You can't be giving those shoulders up to an opper, my friend. Now with the bomb spotted, they all just tuck into their little cubbies. Force BNE to even if they win the aim duels, take as long as they possibly can just to clear them out. Still keeping Juan Flatro here. Flash finally delivered in, but not the kill, as it's all of a sudden 2v5, and BNE are leveled out in the late round. GXX running for the hills with the op, and ECSTATIC clap right back with their first CT-sided rifle.
It's a really good start right there. A really good start from Zello. Perfect angle held on catwalk. Like you said, gave him a little bit of shoulder, and he took it. Exactly what you need.
A lot of damage, but still, now you're worried about a player being at the back of the site, and Regon makes it look easy. Never mind.
Oh my
cool.
god.
Awesome. I like what they did. I really did. But no, apparently it's not enough. Zello, you're not getting out of there alive. And BNE stormed forward to a 5th round. ECSTATIC, they had such a good read, such a proper setup, but it's just missed shots. And actually, I don't even know if I can say that, to be honest with you. What do you do against that? Dafu didn't commit.
Just sharpshooting from Regon right there, man. That's the level of impact you can expect. This is why BNE is such a scary team up against anyone. A roster that can crack open a B bomb site defense like that, it is just gonna be so hard to deal with.
Yep. But I will say, a couple of whiffs from Manx probably could have helped him a little bit. I mean, he had the elevated angle. Regon wasn't really looking at him. I mean, it just kind of goes back to the saying that they just don't know how to spray.
I mean, this round, it all lies on the back of this, and Juan Flatcher probably hears this jump spotting. No longer so, and yet he's a freebie. That's what I'm talking about right there. That position, I don't know how he was able to slip through the underpass, but he was. And now they're going to trigger that into the A bomb site execute here. A couple to deal with, sure. But they have to worry about this catwalk presence. 3 ready to offer up a defense. Playing behind the smoke is quite nice, but they need to find the entries. Bird from Sky finally does so, and he finds more.
No way! They give him 2. Flash go through the smoke and keep him delayed. BNE, they've taken a good bit of time on most of these executes, so ECSTATIC now, not only with 2 picks, but the bomb going down on the ground, can cement themselves in this full 3-on-3, especially you consider Center. I thought Center was so low. He was my next point, but still, it's more favorable towards ECSTATIC. Dafu, here's the player in CT, but he just can't deal with him.
And you already talked about the need to gather those opening picks, but maybe it's short-lived. What?
Dude. Walks out through his smoke. Synopsy fails his alert to perfection. 3 in the blink of an eye. Your B play. He does not care. And now the site open for the taking. The response needed, and Bird from Sky thankfully shuts down GXX. But you've got players pushed up all around the map. It's like, where is this push actually going to come through? Well, certainly not long now. You still got to deal with Synopsy over on B, and the task is made a little bit easier. You've got him on 1 HP, but still just able to frag out like a madman, all up to the IGL. Bird from Sky in the 1v2, and while you'd consider saving here, you look at the rounds and realize something's got to go your way. You need to make this work, and he's got utility too, so it's not impossible. He could opt to nade out Car, and Synopsy would all of a sudden be leveled away. But throws it at the wrong avenue still. Catches Center hard, but Synopsy peeks back out for an ace. The BNE boys cannot be stopped.
Catwalk as well, but he's testing the waters versus Synopsy right around the corner. He has to be so very careful. Already tucked in towards the cubby. If he wants to stick his shoulder out any further, has to be aware. He's not quite watching this angle.
They're going to reflash in, get some info, or no, they just waste a bit of utility and Zella decides to hold catwalk. I think that's just a waste of a flash. No real reason to throw it in. Now Fasher's barrel has been exposed over towards elevator. This A-site take is going to be completely leveled out here shortly. And still a 2-for-2 trade, not what you were looking or hoping for as the crunch comes in full effect. They've got to find this catwalk player if they want to win the round, but Manx on the flank is just delivered on all three. Bomb drop finally. The law of equal exchange. ECSTATIC, live it up. And now, Juan Flatro, all he hears the fall off in CT. This is not something you can give over to him, at least info-wise. He's going to go for the wide swing. And I even thought he might have had his number written, but still. It's scary to think that I've been so conditioned in this game to feel like even left eye peaks, just wide swung, you can't stop them. But finally, they're able to topple the Titans. They're able to overcome their own devices and get a fourth, at least I hope.
Should be, right? It is Dragon and Synopsy left standing. They're spotted out, though, so that's a bit of a comfort there for sure for ECSTATIC. All right out of position. There's no moving up. Look at that smoke down. Followed up by another. Do they have it in them to pull this one off? If they do, that would be a terrifying prospect for ECSTATIC. It already is a little bit scary, but a boost above the smoke going to be in play. Dragon going to take his chances here. This is his one opportunity, though, to try and pull things back just a little bit here. And with 45 seconds left on the clock, they're forced to reroute.
Oh my lord. Wow, yeah, no, they are definitely just out of answers in this round. Annihilated by the ECSTATIC defense, who get things ancient, but against a team like BNE, who aren't going to be scared to pick them apart regardless of the situation that they're in, I wonder how ECSTATIC attempts to respond. After getting dumpstered like this on the first map, the response on the second is gonna mean absolutely everything. I mean, obviously, it's single elim and it's best of 3. It's your last chance to come back. But it's just more so in the fact that this could show us what ECSTATIC are made of for the future.
My God. Rigon's just taking the round into his hands. He will get denied the ace, but he's done enough to win. Close it out right there. Worse than that.
It is. Oh, no. This is what I was talking about, man.
Oh,
this is what BNE throw at you. It's so smart, dude. He's going to find all 3. There's no trade potential. Molotov comes through. They're picked apart again. It's 1v5 for Zello, and you've got no chance in a round like this. Bomb recovered, and he makes his tirade back into the B-tunnel as you got a couple of players caught with their guns not pulled out, but he's missed the opportunity on one. They keep swinging in. He keeps getting opportunities to frag out over and over, but eventually the success, the luck, it all runs out.
Don't like their odds of trying to pull this one back here. They're going to try and make their move up middle. And again, they're looking to take this round early. The long aggression does pan out for a kill here for ECSTATIC. And they're looking for a little bit more. Synopsy's going to recover. They have a player inside of T-spawn, the Rigon. Just fired away for another. And again, they're flanking into him. One Floucher's on the flank, and they have Rigon here close by on site. You going to peek in?
A4 users. Pause, champ. Pause, champ. Juan Flacho's got the flank, and they've been delayed. They're both going to line up for him, or at least the one is. Bomb now dropped in Daffy's position, known. Flash thrown high, and he's even fully blinded up, coming back to the smoke. 1 bullet's the difference. Oh, damn, you really got me there. Now he peeks back in, and he finally connects it. Juan Flacho to close it out, and with a monstrous 23 kills to his name, they shut down ECSTATIC.
That's an absolutely decisive victory right there from BNE on their map pick as they start for sandbags here and a rush towards A. Is what we're going to get here as BNE looks to play the retake.
Hey man, ECSTATIC are not playing this responsibly, but that's kind of what they need to do. They need to throw the book out the window and start getting a bit creative with it because the book didn't help them on Dust 2. They've got to get innovative, and that's what's happening right now. Already with an opening pick and full site control, you're right. It is BNE on the retake, and with only 1 kit, this looks to go up and up for ECSTATIC, who continue to take these fights. Manx, even though he gets traded, walking away with 1 there is huge. Still need just a little bit more to seal the deal, tie the knot over, and there's still a flashbang to go for ECSTATIC. They bolt that up in the sidle and come waltzing in is BNE. The pistol lost again. Bird from Sky farms. And now they're looking so much more comfortable. Look at how well they've done to bait out all of this utility. There's literally nothing left for BNE. If trades come up, then ECSTATIC should go out. The victors, another frag found. And that Max 10 can even opt to upgrade to the rifle. Fasher continues the fragging department. Now it's all up to GX and Center. Bolt spotted still. So clean in this round. And Center is going to call it a save or maybe not. I'm not sure. It won't really matter what you do because you're not winning this 1v5.
No doubt. They were getting a little bit of the polar opposite here. ECSTATIC having some of their firepower pieces show up right there. Manx with a phenomenal double opener and Fasher following it up. We actually did see some whiffing coming through from BNE, which is so uncharacteristic of them. Nonetheless, I'm just going to stick around here for an exit or two. We'll see if that's delivered. Make's certainly going to give it up.
Not that big of a loss to take. Like, if Zello wants an op in this next round, then I'd imagine he'd be dropping his rifle right over to him and buying it. Like, no reason not to put one out. I mean, you're going against yet another eco.
Because of how solid they are. Again, Bird from Sky can be so useful in Zello. Oh my god, he's going to find two? A double kill there. He gets tagged down, but yeah, that's such a small price to pay.
You take that. Now you just wait, reset timing, see what BNE give you, because they're very well known to over-aggress in situations like this. They'll try to work hard to get something back, give individuals up, and if ECSTATIC just wait, they're going to find more success coming their way. GXX about to swing in through side hall, and, well, to the good stuff for BNE department is the fact that nobody's over at ramp. They get to cheat an extra rotation towards B, and they'd be right, but still, a horde of utility to go through means you're probably going to end up playing retake in a round like this.
Oh, man. Yeah, I feel a bit silent on Dust, too. He's able to do a lot so far. I mean, in some of the late rounds, offering up a pick or two. That's needed to close rounds down, and GXX obviously going to be a save, right? Here down the ladder, no one's really covering the flank right now. No one's committed to it. A great flash, perfectly timed, perfectly placed. Bird from Sky going to allow for an entry, and a team kill goes in the mix there. Von Floucher's been betrayed there. This GXX is able to offer up a kill in response. And again, you have that flanking player here coming quickly as well. Regon can put an end to things.
Oh, and they're just pulling a distraction. Regon, he's seen his deagle before. They all line up for him. 1, 2, looking for the third. Doesn't find it. 1v1. Manx knows about GXX. Is running a bullet on the AK. And GXX with the flick. Oh, it's just a bit of an oversight. Didn't know. I am very confident if he knew he was going against that op, he just tries to take the time to reload with the Glock. It's not the play.
No doubt about it. Test the waters here. Another opener. Bird from Sky. I don't know how on earth he was able to find that. An absolutely sick opener, and it's quick as ever. Now Snopsy looks to peek, but makes instantly. I thought that was the op. It's the AK instead.
Dude. Damn, man. Sit him down. Talk about being aim stars. ECSTATIC are those two. They just needed a little bit to wake up. Now BNE, backs against the wall. This is where they shine. This is where we know them as a unit. But still, the response will have to be made here shortly. Only 2 currently on the A-site defense, but we've got center rotating in. You need a kill to come back, but oh, Regon, that's so unfortunate. And I think they even heard the footsteps of Juan, so they can easily isolate this side hall player, but that's if they don't come charge them through smokes, which they do. No surprise there. Regon catches them for 2, and you still need more. Manx trades it back out, but if you're BNE, you're happy to be in this spot. Still not enough. Somehow, Regon's heroism has not saved them. Those center may have slipped the net for a side hall flank.
It's a great way to chirp up for 2 right there. He's found himself the bomb. He's found the palm of his hands here. Zello. There's enough time to maybe work off this, but he spots him out. Oh my god, jumping on top of the default.
That's on me. So, don't do it.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh man, he's just playing perfectly around the molly right there. We'll take that one free. And look who's watching it. Bird from Sky has his teammates back. Not going to allow him to go down. No chance in this world.
People wondered why I said ECSTATIC had a chance after the previous showing, and this is exactly why. 10th round almost on the cards here, seconds away from finding it. Regon, though, wants to make it a couple more minutes, prolong the inevitable, it seems. A Molotov and the headshot forces a peek. Zello catches him, and it's center all alone. MIA are his teammates, and knowing that that smoke was deployed from his CT, they just decided to turn their attention elsewhere, so I would have thought, but center might get in his own head and make a bit of an over-aggression. There's a minute to play with an ECSTATIC when he used this timer to his fullest extent.
Gonna make the retreat potentially, and if he does, might be really good for. So either way, it's gonna look good for them. Zello just waits patiently. Gonna allow for. Could be a worrying prospect for Regon. Oh no, it's B.
I mean, I don't even really think it mattered where I went. For the time being, there was a 1-1-1 setup, so it's not really going to make that much of a difference. Fasher, still the only one to respond for ECSTATIC so far, but doesn't matter when you've got the bomb sent into your control now, does it? Off an M4 on a retake, and does Fasher stop? Ooh. Yeah, finally he does. A little bit of respect given as Regon around the generator is next up on the chopping blocker, so I thought. On 1 HP, he'll live to tell the tale, and GXX's op is rotated in.
Guy's flanking, I believe, here.
Yep.
He's over towards the... Oh no, he's fighting out towards the stairs side of things. GXX is trying to land some fancy flicks. Dafu's so down low. but the op is not the right weapon to deal with him. He's gonna stick out wide in the open, just delivers a quick headshot, plays it to perfection.
Bro, what do you do right now?
I'll say one thing that you said very accurate is the artillery isn't there, right? The firepower here for BNE has gone missing, and Fasher's just waiting with open arms. He welcomes them, he greets them, and Juan Flautro, there's no getting out of this. They're going to continue to spam until they find that kill, surely. HG's going to line on in, but eventually the frag is found, and they come in. Recovery, man. This ramp control is all in favor of Static as they grab themselves the 14th. It's locked in, and there's nothing Synopsy can say about it.
You know what's scary to think? The only round they lost.
Yeah, you know what? You consider this one a best of one at that point, right? You know?
Yeah.
Best of one on Ancient, workable.
Oh, no.
Now Bird from Sky looks to
it.
put an end to things right there. One through the smoke. Fasher is going to step up. He's going to continue to fire away. There's recovery being made here. Teammates are coming in line. There's no escape. They want to stick around here. Synopsy left last man standing with a deagle. We'll see what it can find, but it is going to be absolutely nothing here for BNE to be offered up on Vertigo.
Are they, like, trying to frustrate them or something? Like, dude, all of them sprint away, man. Like, they spot out Synopsy in middle, and it's like he's got COVID or something, man. Like, they don't want to go anywhere near him. 6-foot distance. It'd be a free kill for him. Oh, but it goes the wrong way, and now ECSTATIC are backed against the wall.
Sure, and they have a flank coming through as well, so a contingency plan here for BNE. Now they're trying to pull off the retake. Nice jump spot for Juan Flautro, continues to tear straight through them. 3 kills for him as he ends his round, but now the flank coming on off. GXX actually doesn't fire away with his first shot. They're going to chase down the ramp here. A crossfire of sorts to deal with, but the time's too far expired, and Bird from Sky too far gone from this round. BNE get a crucial pistol round victory.
Well, that turns 3-2.
Nice and slow. You got to do it on a round like this where you got all the weaponry, all the firepower. With the MAC-10 coming through, that's some really good place spam right there. Make's going to kick things off with the HE spam duo, and great way to do so here. Boosted up. Oh my god, Bird from Sky going to collect 2 as well. Great flash setup from Dafu, and they're not done with the aggression just yet. They continue it forward. Fashion does drop though. Oh.
Dude, that was one bullet fired and it was a dink from the A1S. Crazy. I love seeing duels like that, like headshot for headshot.
I mean, that's about what you can get when you talk about Juan Flautro versus Fasher, right? You're going to see headshot versus headshot. It just depends on who has the AK, who's going to win that out.
Uh-oh, you've given him 2. Don't let him have it. On 1 HP, he looks to make this dream a reality. 9 health, as I said. Zello going to retake some fallen ground, and they spot nothing towards the B ramp, so I assume soon they'll go on an A-sided transition. Look, he's only got a nade right now, so there's not really a world where he can convert this round, and Zello's even caught wind of this, so downgrading to the rifle as he just awaits for the A-sided plant to come through. I assume it's not that much of a loss to take, at least you'd assume that off of how quickly he is to drop.
Rolling on in here to try and allow for themselves to get into the bomb site. Back a pillar already being tested. Their gun's going to find the entry. Dafu tries to offer up any sort of recovery, but site compromise here. Fasher looking to come in through the back lanes. Does find a little bit of damage, but they're just locked out of sight, and there's a flank in the mix.
No way!
What?
Zello, that is so beautifully done to ensure no chaos comes of the flank. Now problems arise because that was BNE's ace in the hole. They still know about a player being tucked into the cubby, and to deal with Fasher's a pretty big deal. But that's just the lowest HP player of the bunch. Zello, once again, rifle in hand alongside Manx as they look to claw back into this round. But Synopsy and GXX with other intentions get BNE back on the so maybe this is what's to be expected of the ECSTATIC T side. I think the offense is what you're supposed to keep your eye on.
Good defense offered up here so far. Nade's going to actually find out one. And Zello didn't get caught falling asleep. Recon somehow able to walk away with another. That's going to be bomb plant. They're confirmed now. Punching in those numbers and off angle has to cover the ramp side, though, as both ECSTATIC members here left on B. In fact, everyone is going to be heading in for a flank here. This is going to be insane. How are you going to read this here? They do seem to do so. Sinners, he offers up 1 and a second headshot. Now Zello found last man standing with an AWP, but how's he going to pull this one back?
This round is lost because of Manx. He had Regon not even with a gun out, not looking at him. You can't get more of an advantage. I'm telling you, bro, A1S users can't spray. ECSTATIC pay for it with the round 6-1 BNE in a round they should have never been in. Somehow swing it back, and Zello just happy to hold on to the op.
Yeah, you're getting shades of dust too right now in the form in which
On BNE right now to somehow not tremble and collapse after a performance like that on Vertigo. Has definitely spotted him. I think he has. Yeah, the extension comes through, but Synopsy very wise to not commit to that peak and also uncharacteristic, but it's a full A-site charge that Zello does not want to have anything of. 2 kills instantly rain out on the off as he looks for even more. Molotov burns at his tippy toes, but he's still got a smoke to extinguish. They continue their onslaught forward, but it's not going to victor or help them any sort of way.
Oh.
Zello somehow responds for the 4th. Watch the AC! Looks like they're ready to light up the server. Manx, he's even starting to hit some more shots than in previous engagements, so I'm going to get a bit worried for BNE.
Shut up. Oh, dodged out, but it doesn't matter if it's Fasher on the other end. He's going to throw another one to continue to keep them at bay here. It's information confirmed. As they just try and force their hand in towards B, there's still a lot of presence here ready to deal with it.
3 on 5. We've seen him pull these back before, but as you said, there's an extra treated player on the rotation. Synopsy leading the charge on half health, with the bomb still yet to be planted, and no utility to add onto the tally mark. Center. This kill means absolutely anything. Even a 1-for-1 would not be beneficial. Barrel spotted, and even an off angle taken by Manx. So well done, and even so well shut down. Center next on the chopping block. It's GXX. Gets the world with the off, and he's even fired off a shot. This one's done, and 4 rounds in a row were ecstatic. And call for Zello's assistance from Temple. He comes, but even tagged up. Gonna force some restrictions. GXX, that's a restriction and a half. The 1D forces some respect out of the ecstatic players, but not enough skill, or maybe it is. 2 kills instantly fly through, and already more successful than the previous 4 engagements, but there's obviously still a chance. Center swings around, Bird from Sky. We just spoke of him, and apparently we're gonna be speaking of him again, as he's the hero for ecstatic in this round.
There's no smoke, though. There's a flank. Synopsy gonna catch one off guard, almost certainly. Fasher gonna be blindsided here, and a quick double dink right there from the P250 is gonna finish the job. A 1v2 now from Birds from Sky, and we need to talk about him here and now. He needs to come up with a clutch, but he thinks there's someone in Donut. Not the case. Flanking in from Temple here. He has to call it off, and BNE, they win it in classic BNE fashion on a pistol buy with Tech 9s in the driver's seat. That's what BNE have just done there. Mollied at bay, though.
No.
They cannot get past this line. They're stuck in. Bird from Sky steps up for a 2K right there. Center finally puts an into things, but on such low HP, maybe Bird from Sky wants an ace of his own here. 3K in the round. He's going to find another. GXX is going to test the waters now. Can he find any sort of trade? He's got the AK and 1 bullet and a dream. They'll find 3 aces and a half for the likes of a static. Confident with that fact. Didn't find anything extra.
Finally, they met nobody home. BNE, see, absolutely nobody's here. So Fasher now wants some re-aggression to come through over at the B ramp. We've seen him double up before, and he'll do it again right before our very eyes. Dafu ensures 3 responded picks by Ecstatic, and all of a sudden this falls to a 2-on-4. I tell you, it's the T side you gotta worry about, and they've certainly given themselves a chance to prove that, but still BNE will be knocking on the door of a converted Ancient here if they can pick this round up.
These Eagles. Oh my god, there you go. Execute in towards A. That's a Temple smoke actually thrown out from mid. Which is a pretty cool lineup right there. But they have to deal with Rigon, who clotheslines the first here. Trying to find a whole lot more, but the utility overwhelms right there. Temple is compromised by CT. GXX is hanging around here. Looking to deny a bomb plant, but they are able to get those numbers punched in safely.
Isn't undoable though. BNE, all they don't have to get, what they have is a chance, and that's what they'll take. Look at the low health on both of the remaining players. GXX with a MAC 10-2 could cause problems. No, I just had to go and say it, didn't I? All up to Synopsy, and the timer starting to tick to a worrying margin. I really don't think there's chances for him to get back into this round, just considering if they play their timer right, like all Dafu has to do is hide and not give himself up, and this round should be done. But look, there's still time to get the full 10-second defuse in. He's on 1 health, flash thrown through. He can only have the player on the box to play for the timing, but there's just not enough by the skin of their teeth.
But still, that's a free opening with such little done for it. Now, there's going to be some ramping aggression, but oh my god.
Same game
Zella's
plan.
going to cover.
It's the same thing. Like, they find entry picks here or there. It doesn't really matter, but they just wait for re-aggression to come through. Look at that. Completely dry peek from the B steps, and Ecstatic get themselves a free frag. And now into a 5-on-3, they can go anywhere.
Yeah, and even further information confirmed from Manx. I don't know if he saw that, but on the jiggle, he catches an HE, spots one out towards middle. Now, B is still pretty heavily stacked. There's still 2 players here, so it's kind of best case scenario if that's where Ecstatic want to line in. For Bad News Eagles, they've got the op of GXX, and they've got an effective rifle right next to him in Synopsy. They are going to test the waters here. Op shot only good for a connection, but not the kill. GXX sticks around, but it's going to be falling victim to the attack right there, to the crunch of that B bomb site. And
love it. They can deeply establish themselves with these crossfires, and BNE, they're running out of it themselves. Smoke on the bomb, but still a molly to be responded upon, even swinging deep, spotting no one. The flank soon to activate as they all come blistering in from CT spawn. GXX with a bit of a trade with Zello. He's got a perfect line for this bomb. The tap comes through, and he's going to fire off a shot, rattle it off. Nobody is on it just yet, but somebody's going to have to stick it here shortly, swinging left and right from the fences. It's just not enough. BNE, so just give up another one. There's no depth to the CT side. WP may be the only chance to do so. I guess the GXX one could also suit, and it does. But knowing that there's still an op here, does this lead them in? It does. Bomb spotted over towards A, and they've given up 1-for-1s. Now he can even opt to continuously drop in the utility. They're going to try to beat it. No, just recovering the bomb and diving back into the tunnels. This double entry might go silent.
There's a flank as well. Synopsis cut off the rotation there. There's no access back in towards B without a fight. Makes is going to try and put it up here, and he does win it. He closes it out. B's still compromising. Fasher and makes this dynamic duo to try and keep them afloat. But again, they're looking to cut off rotations here. A cutoff from Catwalk coming through from Rigon. He'll have a scope line.
Yeah, Rigon can win or lose them this round, but look at the smoke thrown through. This is so smart. Peppering a shot in, and now they know. The Gambit given up. The bomb goes down, and ECSTATIC turn this round from what was, destined to be theirs. It's a bit of a rocky road towards the middle, but now it seems like it's destined to be theirs again. Rigon's given up the flank and given up the opportunity for a pick. Where do they isolate this fight? Where are the post-plant angles going to take place? Because there's still utility to fly in, but I don't know, man. GXX, he might not have that much of a crawling impact. Faster takes him down, and it's all up to Rigon on this flank, sets himself up. I'd say for the most part working. Like, you had that one round where it got shut down, but it still didn't spitball out of control, and you can see right now, there's only going to be one on the initial defense. That's GXX, and if they're able to crunch in Donut, there's their post-plant avenue secured. Dafu, not good for the kill, and neither is Zello, but Bird from Sky. Well, things could have gone a bit more south, and they still might. GXX with this off needs to be traded, but he is farming right now, and Fasher just too far away from the scene of the crime to contend. He'll be flanked front center. Well, he's got the info for the pick. He doesn't have the a time where you didn't need desperation, and now if they lose a round like this, they're going to be heavily punished. With the first pick already going the way of the opposition, things look to go downhill. GXX, first responder on the op, but these rotations are very, very quick and already pulled through. You know about two players' presence. The Molotov stopped Dafu from fighting around the pillar, and all of a sudden, Zello's in an unwinnable 1-on-3. BNE, a very clean retake, grants them their 7th and their first string of success in a row.
Oh, man. Again, like you said, that desperation force, but it doesn't net them a bomb plant and a couple of kills, but they're locked in at 14, man. Those CT. Oh, got some slight investment here. Synopsy able to mow through all of them. 3 kills in the round right there. No ace for him, but he'll still take it happily. Still likely convert this one. A rifle retreat for Bird from Sky. It's all about doing some economic damage here. Keep things tame. But coverage offered up. No. Things could become a bit pricey. An op shot misses. Dafu finds 2 kills off the back of that. It's been recovered. Bird from Sky gonna grab that. A rifle in Dafu's hands as well. Surely this one doesn't go wrong.
Surely not. It's 4-on-5 though, and Bird from Sky on the op. He could potentially drop the CT players that are gonna walk in. And Bird from Sky's got the tripwire bomb still on the back of Dafu. But he's too hard pressed on holding for the catwalk.
No way.
One, is he going to come walking in? Yes, he is. Gives up the angle advantage. And when he drops to the head, no way. Somehow, Juan Flatro finds the kill. But a nade, Dunk did, could do it. Bird from Sky for the top rope. Double step to the A site. Dafu being so slow and methodical about clearing his angles. If he could find this kill, no, he won't. So they start to pad their way back in through Donut, and BNE think they've been fooled. So the two transition back to B with Rigon slowly to spot a player over in Donut. No, but Zello's got the angle. He spotted the gun barrel, and now they just decide to make the footsteps known. Zello putting pedal to the metal. He even gets dinked up with the bomb, goes down. Another 2-on-2. This one for the game. 2 flashes. 2 hits, but one comes back. Juan Flatro. Been such a win condition for them this series. He's got to pull up now when they need him the most. Zello. This flash is going to give away his position, but that's if he opts to throw it. And it's planted for Donut. Faster, the perfect post-plant spot for this. And now tunes his attention back to find an over-aggressive CT. Spots the last 2. And he's just going to call for Zello's assistance. Wait for the tap to be put in again. You're not going to be looking at tunnels. His attention distracted. His vision is completely thrown off. And this game's done. He's got to try to fight that, but he's wasted too much time. BNE have tossed it away. ECSTATIC steal it from the midst of defeat.
And what a victory.